Hi, welcome to What's Cooking. I'm Lisa Glickman. Hey, are you ever in the mood for some spicy shrimp? I know I am. I just made up this recipe. It's ridiculously easy, so simple, full of flavor. You're gonna love this one. So here I've got my pan, and I'm gonna heat my pan really, really hot because we want to do this at a really high temperature, really high heat. And we're using something really cool today. This is coconut oil. And coconut oil I found at the Nature's store, and it's 100% organic. And the nice thing about this is it can get really, really hot without burning. So this is what we're gonna use for our oil. And then it's gonna add this wonderful kind of coconut flavor to these spicy shrimp. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of this into the pan and let that get nice and hot for our shrimp. So here I have some shrimp. You can have any size that you want, big ones, little ones. You could use this as an hors d'oeuvre even. I've done that before. So the shrimp are deveined and I've taken the tails off. You could leave the tails on, but sometimes they're easier to eat with the tails taken off. So I have those in here in a bowl and they're all rinsed and clean. And I'm going to put in a little bit of cumin. That's probably about a teaspoon or so. I think I have about 15, 20 smaller shrimp in here. So I've got a teaspoon of cumin, and then in here I have some coriander and some ancho chili powder. You know how much I love ancho. It has a little bit of a sweet flavor to it. So that's why I like it so much. Let's make sure that's getting really nice and hot. That's exactly where we want it. So we're gonna go ahead and toss all that in. Then I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt. And we don't need any pepper because we have all the chili and all that. So that's all there is to that. And we're going to toss these spices around on these shrimp. And then we're going to toss them right into this really, really hot pan. Now you don't want to overcook shrimp, and they're quite easy to overcook. So keep an eye on these. I'm going to let them sit for just a minute and then give them a flip. And then we're gonna do something really cool. We're gonna add some tequila and light that on fire. And it's gonna add this terrific flavor, this rich, sweet, nice tequila flavor to these shrimp, and you're gonna love it. It's great. So look at this. We just wanna get the nice pink on these shrimp. If you overcook shrimp, they have a tendency to get a little bit rubbery, so we don't want that to happen. So better to err on the side of kind of undercooking them just a little bit, because you can always put them back on the flame, but once you've overcooked them, then that's no fun. Look at how see how quickly those turn pink? Now the larger ones will take a little bit longer. Whoops, get back in the boat there, sailor. Now we're gonna add our tequila, and watch this. Be careful when you do this. And then we'll put it over the flame, and look at that. Now what that does is it burns off all the alcohol, but it leaves that terrific tequila flavor behind. Okay? And you just want to let that alcohol go ahead and burn off. And then the finishing touch is we're just going to squeeze some lime juice over the top of this. Go ahead and let that flame, you don't have to rush it, just let the flame go ahead and die out itself, and look at those perfect pink shrimp. Now we're just going to add a little lime juice. Almost like a margarita, isn't it? With the lime juice and the tequila. And that is all there is to that dish. So I've got some white rice here, and I put a little black beans for some nice texture and some nice protein. And then I've sliced a little bit of avocado on the side just for a little garnish. So let's just pour some of those shrimp over the top. That looks delicious. I'm Lisa Glickman. You can find me at my website, lisaglickman.com, and I'm the homegrown chef in every issue of 1859 magazine. It's on newsstands and at 1859oregonmagazine.com, where you can find these recipes under food and drink, then click Oregon Recipes.